We're here live on Piranha Vision post game tonight. Big game against South Jersey Lynx. Big win. I believe it's 58-13 in favor of the Piranha. Game presented by the Radisson Hotel Harrisburg. And Ron, if you look at your face right now, you'd think the Piranha lost 58-13. Do you have your mind set on next week already?
No, I just want to enjoy this win tonight, and tomorrow it's it's time to get working on next week. As we do every week, nothing's changed. We know we got a big test next week, just as I thought we had a big test tonight. I treat everyone the same. Lynx are a lot better than what the score indicated. They let it get away at the end. A little bit in the middle there, we kind of got up on them, but if they had a little more depth, they'd be a heck of a football. There's a bunch of athletes on that team.
Yeah, they did have a tough team, and I had the pleasure of working with their owner, Marty Cross, in the press box tonight. And he said it might be a different story when the Piranha go down there, but I'm sure the Piranha will travel well, and it'll probably be a more competitive game.
I'm sure it will be. They have years and years we've been playing this team. We know every time what's showing up. They're athletes. Anything can happen. You can't let them hang around. You've got to put them away, or that they can creep up on you. That's
sure.
The type of team they have.
Sure. Just one more thing, and we'll close out tonight's game, and we'll talk about next week. Were you pleased overall with your team's performance tonight?
Overall, in the first half, not as much. Just some miscues, personnel changes we needed to switch in and out, and just little things that we need to clean up. But we're right on par as far as where we are in the season. This is the same time around when we played the Lions last year, if you remember that tight game, and how I thought that turned our season around. I'm not saying this is going to turn our season around, but just a little bit of things on the sideline that you have to clean up. Kind of where we were tonight is kind of where we've been the last couple of years, around the same time, and it's kind of hitting stride right where we should be. Okay,
well, congratulations on the great win tonight. Now, as I'm sure all the media at this level wants to know, and they want to look ahead to next week.
Sure.
Next week's the game of the year.
Sure.
I'll say it's the game of the year. You don't have to, but it's you got two of the top 5 teams in the country. The Piranha's last loss was, I believe, 18 games ago against the Cardinals, and I believe the Cardinals' last loss was about 20 games ago, and it was to the Piranha.
Right.
So, I mean, what does this game mean now that it finally has some meaning to it in this series?
Well, it does to a fan's point of view, and I'm not going to take anything away from this game, but I don't think just winning this game doesn't really, it means a lot. Don't get me wrong, that's the name of the game, but I fully intend on seeing them one more time after this in the playoffs, when it means a little more. So whether they win or whether we win or whatever happens, no one's going to walk away thinking, oh, that series is over, and we didn't. One game's not going to win you a championship. You got a long way to go. They're next up. Good for us, good for them, whatever. Let's make a great show for the fans. That's what we want.
And you know what? That's a very good point you brought up, because if you go back, the Piranha knocked off the Cardinals in the regular season, got the home field, and then the Cardinals came back and won a close one in the playoffs. So that's a good point.
Sure.
That this game sets up, basically, in a nutshell, probably home field advantage.
Sure does.
For the rematch.
Sure does.
But you could throw home field out the window with these two teams, because they're just that good.
And it's not that far, 50 miles maybe between the two. But we know what we're going to get from them. They know. They were here last week. They watched us. They know what we are. We haven't changed. We've done the same thing. So let the best team win. That's
a great way to look at it. And one thing to close there, you said 50 miles isn't hardly anything. You're right. That's why they call it the Backyard Brawl.
Backyard Brawl.
There you go.
Come see it.
Come see it. Coming soon to a football stadium near you. Happens to be next week in Chambersburg, 7 o'clock. So we look forward to seeing you there and the rest of your Piranha guys.
You can count on I'll be there.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.